Whoa! We are officially underway. Retired Heroes Best Flocking Catan Tournament Extravaganza, the RHBFCTE. Yes, I memorized that just for you guys. Starting off game number 1. Wins, bounties, balloons, all of it on the line. We've got Nordic Zombie on white, Farmer again on orange, Coda on blue, and Mao King on red. We've got predictions ready to go. Most people are saying Farmer again with longest row. We've got a prediction for Mao with Army. Let's check out the board. We did have some good practice the other day. I think something like this is still good to go. A 5, 9, 10, great production. By the way, you don't even have to go for any of the bounties. You don't have to practice, playing differently at all. We get a 5, 9, 10 here. That's one sheep tile. I'm still checking out on the others here. You can always build to the other sheep tiles too, as long as you get the sheep port. Where is that? 6-2? Not bad. Not bad at all. You can always just play straight up for the win, okay? But don't count on the other players to play normally either, okay? We've got 3-1 port over here. Production is still so good. Production can still be so good. Looks like they are going to go for the brick port first. We've got 4, 5, 6 brick. Can't go wrong with that. This is a low ore game. 2, 3, 11. That does probably change a few things. Nordic, you're all good. Nordic, you are all good. So what could we go for here? If we keep it to wood, brick, and sheep, that could be the industrial age, where we start with 3 resources only and don't choose anything else. So if they end up with something like the 6, 11, 12, that's still 3 resources for Nordic. They could complete that bounty and continue to win, which actually doesn't look too bad for a longest road setup if you ask me. Second placement goes to Mao King on red, and I have no idea how Mao will play. Mao's kind of a wild card too. We do have, some of your good classic spots like the 8, 3, 10, probably some of the better ore, but you're probably out better snagging something like the 9, 3, 11 to get a combination, make that 4 points of ore. But here you also have access to the wood port. Not too bad. 5, 9, 10 though, there is the Harbor Master, of course. Harbor Master is going to be one of those things where, hey, if you build 3 settlements on any of the ports, that counts as a bounty. But you have to win that one. You have to win your game. Have to win your game. Mountain King, could they start off on the ports? I mean, it could be something like that. This might even be something like the desert game. I mean, if this were a better ore, or this were a better ore, I think that would be it. I mean, the 8-10 is not bad at all. If there's a port on here, actually they don't even need the port. They could actually just start on the 8-10 and start on the 8-10 here, and that would be Maritime Master, starting off 2 settlements on the coast. Of course, it doesn't have to be on a port. You could choose any of the other spots that aren't on the coast. And Mao does go for the good 5, 9, 10 production. Chance for that wood, and we've got 9, 4, double 9, and the 11 for wood. So good wood all over the board for them. 6, 3, 4 is a spot here too. You've got a few options shooting off of that. You're not going to make too much use of this port, but it is an option to get open there. 6, 4, 2 as well. You have an option. Getting over to the sheep port, highly, highly coveted in this tournament. Everybody wants a piece of that sheep port. So far, the placements have been pretty standard, but I'm expecting things to deviate quite soon. Usually in placements 3 and 4 is when things start to go a little bit funny. Now, I'm going to try and jump into the comms real quick, see if they are talking to each other. My assumption is that Coda is still half asleep. There shouldn't be too much chatter, but...
Would be fun, though.
I know.
Do it, Farmer.
Do it, Farmer. What is she doing?
Otherwise, Coda, if she doesn't take it, or you don't take it now, then
take what?
The 912.
Oh. Farmer, you want the 912, right?
No, I don't.
You can have it. It's okay. What are you gonna give me for it? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I have no idea what I want. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
These are real crate memers right here. Real crate memers. Coda's wondering what he's gonna do.
6-2
Farmer's
plus 8,
in that
10.
coveted 4th slot.
6-2 plus 8, 10.
6-2 plus 8, 10. Oh.
Well,
that's interesting.
That's for the 2-port starting. I guess you get the sheep. What about 6-2? Oh, the 8-10 in the bottom. I was looking at the 8-10 at the top. Yeah.
Yeah, they're thinking about it. Oh, Coda sits down on the 9-4-2. Be careful. That 6-2 is such a big spot.
Oh, it's port/coast. Yeah.
Port
That was just
slash coast.
port on the other 810 though.
There you go.
Should I do it?
Know your ports. Oh,
I was looking at that one. The only thing is, like, I don't have a third. If I wanted to also do the fluffy one, I don't have a third sheep to get to.
You could go 8.
Shout out to everybody
6,
in
5,
chat.
12.
I do see everybody in there. Mr. BQ, and then Jomar. I do see.
But I need the. I would have to have the sheep port, right? For the fluff for that bounty.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But you would still need to get to a third sheep spot.
How do you get to a
You
third
won't
sheep
be able to
port?
get it at all. There's no chance.
That'd be a tough one.
Yeah.
That would be a tough one, but they would be able to start off on the coast here, and then maybe even build out. I mean, not the craziest placement. 3-1 port, not bad, not bad. Shin's disappointed. Mao's playing too normal. Farmer's got a minute left. She has so many more spots. So many
Let
more
me plow
spots
you
to
to the
go
wood
to.
port.
You know, plow to the wood port. 8-4-3 still looks good. 6-4-11 starts you off with the road.
6-2.
Of course, you can ignore all the
6-2.
bounties. You could ignore all the bounties and maybe go for some other ones along the way.
No.
There's as you win the game.
I really don't know what to do. This is terrible.
Don't do that.
Here. I'm thinking she might end up going something pretty standard like this.
No.
I
I would say very suspicious there. Why would-
9-4-3. You still
20
need some really
seconds.
good
20 seconds.
Maybe something like the 6-4-3. Coordinated fours are still a good thing too.
I do like the 8-10 6-2.
Don't take the 6-2. 6-2.
Coda doesn't want that at all. Coda doesn't want that to happen at all. Oh, she did it! She puts it down to the 6-2. It's the
I
sheep port.
did.
You little rascal, you farmer.
I think that counts as a plow.
For the record, plows.
Oh, you
Oh, she did the 8-10 as well. So we have a maritime
I'm gonna
master right now. We have a maritime master. I do like pointing out the other way. Now, for the record,
Yes, I'm not sure if he's playing our sounds right now, so I'm texting that in the chat instead.
I do see what they're doing. For the record,
Like-
plows are considered the
Nordic
hard
port
plows.
for you, Nordic.
I can get out of here for a little bit. So for the record, plows are roads right up against roads. We're not talking soft plows here. We're talking full-on road blow by road. We're going for the hard plows every game. So we're making the condition just a little bit harder for everybody. But what a great start. Coda here on the 9-4-2 still has a really good possibility of this 6-4-3, you know, unless Nordic decides to take it. But I do like that 6-2, 8-10 setup. But look at all the spots still left out there. 8-3-4, 6-4-11, 6-3-11, 6-5-11, 6-5-12. All these spots that you would expect not to be open in a regular game. Well, look what we have, an open board for Coda. I would like Coda to actually get that coordinated 4 somehow. Whether that is through the sheep or through some other beans, I would like that. I mean, coordinated 4s and 3s might not be a bad idea. You know, the first settlement, if he does make it to the 4-3, and I guess that's a big if someone will let that happen. You know, Nordic could just play pretty regular here and then build their way to some ore. They did get kind of blocked out of this brick port though, which kind of hurts their plans. That first road only going to be pointing down to the 9 wood. They'll have to backtrack their way to the 3-1. But remember, the real crate is a thing. The 9-12 is an absolute possibility for somebody to start on. Now, I'm not going to say that's going to happen, but it's possible. And Coda does settle on the 8-4-3. Do we have 3 resources? No, we've got 4 resources there. But they've got a solid setup. Woodport with the 9-4 plowing his way there. Coordinated 4s. Potentially longest road. Did anybody bet on my boy Coda? I don't think you all did. I think you all went for Farmer with the road. Now, I guess you're going to have to hope for Mountain King with the largest army. Now, how's he going to get that? Maybe a 6-3-11. That's not too bad. A 6 of brick, a 9 of wood. That's enough there. Now the other option is trying to do the Industrial Empire. He's definitely not... Oh, you know what we've got? We've got Wheat is for Noobs here too. Wheat is absolutely for Noobs for Coda. Shinislaw, shout out to Shin for sponsoring that one. This is starting off with no wheat. So not only is it no wheat, but potentially could be a few other things depending on how far they build out. They're in range of a few of these ports as well. Maybe Harbor Master, maybe Longest Road. 6411 is going to be the spot. Actually, this is Industrial Age. Forget about ore, wheat, sheep. Give me wood, brick, and wheat. Maum King picking up some extra wood along with that too. We've got some contenders for Longest Road. Did anyone say Mao with Longest Road? Let me check back in the chat real quick here. Let's see. I know Mao for largest army was a thing. Farmer, farmer, farmer. Mao, neither. Mao King said he would win with neither. That was from himself. So, I mean, he could influence the betting, I suppose. Let's see, Nordic with the final placement, 5, 9, 10. Where does this go? 5, 9, 10, you've got all kinds of options. 9, 3, 11, you don't actually have the wheat. 6, 4, 3, unfortunately, looks so good, and that would mean Coda gets plowed out of those two spots there. He gets blocked out right off the start, and unfortunately, that would be an unfortunate road. He could always build back to the 9, 3, 11. That would be a ton of wood for them. A ton of wood. Will Mao win this? He is somewhat unblockable. 6, 4, 3 is taken, and it is Nordic pointing backwards, starting off with no ore in this game. Let's see where this one goes. Game on, the first roll of the tournament. It's got to be the 7. It's got to be the 7. 4 brick shut down. No coordinated roads. Mao's gonna find that one's there quite a bit. Steals the brick, actually. Nordic with the brick steal right away. So Coda, we are talking hard plows again. Hard plows only. Followed up by a 5 getting rolled out. What do we have on the 5s? We've got brick and wheat. So that is Mao and Nordic hitting a couple. Nordic's off to a good start here. If they can get, if she can get a really nice settlement on that 411, that 11 unlikely to be blocked. And you know what? They could keep going. They could keep stretching to the 659. They could have a Longest Road network, and they're not going to be too bad. Pretty decent wood. They're hopefully going to get themselves out to the port eventually. Yeah, Coda definitely got forked just a little bit, so hopefully they'll ignore him. He will be able to get out to the wood port. So I don't think anyone is going to block Coda, and if they do, oh boy. But the 6 wheat, what a fantastic spot to block for Coda and Mao. That's going to be really good wheat, and that's one of the best production spots for Farmer. Farmer's going to have a tough time, but you know what? The 8 and 10, that can make a lot. I'm expecting a city here right off the bat for Farmer, maybe trying to save up for that as best they can. Coda ends up buying a development card and passing on. That's going to be Farmer now with the roll, trying to go sheep for an entire road. Unfortunately, sheep is pretty abundant on the board. We've got a ton of 8s all over the board. Unblockable. Nordic with a free move, 7 is going to move things around. What's up, Ivy? We've got a couple balloons for you to pop as well. We already popped a couple for Real Crate. You're somehow awake. Me too, me too. It goes back to the 4, the robber going back between the 4 brick and the 6 wheat, likely as it should. We've got some family blocks there. I don't think the wood block is going to be that good. A trade goes through 1-to-1. That's going to be Farmer getting in on that deal, 1-to-1, getting some wood that they don't produce, but that is the settlement on the 411. Nordic Zombie off to a fast 3 points. Maum King, let's see what they've got here. Only 3 cards so far have been blocked, been robbed. We know that Mao's got a strong setup, and this is sometimes what happens. We did some training games on the Tuesdays, and usually the ones who have been playing, let's say, standard or normal, who've gone for really good numbers, high production setups, they've been getting blocked a lot. That's been allowing the rest of the table to catch up. We hit the 12 for the first time. The 8s have been banging. A lot of sheep coming out. I see a lot of sheep in the chat. Shout out to the ones who've got fluffies. If you've got them, use them. This whole tournament, it's going to go for 4 weeks. Farmers trading again. That sheep is proving to be invaluable. Sheep for brick. That's going to go over to Mao, who doesn't make any sheep, by the way. So that's going to be a good trading partner there as well. So trading with Nordic, now trading with Mao. But where does this first road go? Is it going to go over to the 5-2 and we double up on the 2? Are we going to try and dangle our way to the 8-3 where Nordic could actually come down? Oh, the dangle is there. The plausibilities are open. Would Nordic do that? Would Nordic really do that? She would. 6s roll after the 9. We've got brick, wood, and wheat on the board. That's enough stuff to make at least one road out there. Mom King back to him. Only 5 cards still, so only picked up a couple on that rotation on the way back. Let's see what Mao can do. Mao needs to drop a road somewhere. He's been trading away most of the brick. Now the 6 did roll, the 9 did roll, so they do have enough to get to one of the ports. And my feeling is they might go for a 3-1 first, something like the 5. But who knows? You know, this 4 keeps getting blocked out, so I don't think they want that 3-1. They could opt to go straight to the wheat port as well, but that 11 doesn't actually work too much. Let's see what Mao decides. Are they going to dangle a road somewhere else? Are they actually going to race for the wood port anyway? I think Koda's saving up for that, so, you know, I'm going to say the 8-10 is Koda's right now. Oh, he builds back! Mao's going backwards to the 9-3-11, another dangler of a road. I mean, Nordic could come for it, Koda could come for it. Imagine if Koda plows here, takes that, then comes back and builds the wood port. Oh my goodness. The plausibilities are mounting. Koda rolls, gets wood, but then passes along. Koda actually doesn't have any brick. He's blocked on that 4 brick. So it's going to be a little bit tough to get some of that brick. Might need to trade with Nordic if that 5 hits. But it's the 7. Farmer gets to move the robber. We might see something like the 4 or the 9 blocked. And it is going to be the 4 blocking out Nordic. There's not really any other great spots to block folks, you know. The 10 you'd like to block if somebody else were on it. You don't really want to solo block Mao just yet. But I think maybe it might be worth it. Blocking off any of those. We've got the 6 again. More brick, more wheat though. Wheat out there is going to be helpful to some. I think it's going to be quite some time before we see the first city. I know the game has slowed down a little bit, but on average, and on Tuesday, things were moving fast. We had like a half-hour game, we had a 40-minute game. I think this one will be closer to that hour, but we should still finish under time. 9-3-11 is the stretch. Mao already with the 2 roads. The 6 is paying off. Lots of brick. I think Mao may end up with the longest road here. Possibility that they can actually go Inland Empire here and forgo any of these ports if they really want, or just go ahead and get the Harbor Master as well. Mao has some possibilities here. Industrial Age, Harbor Master, a win with the longest road. Hey, the 2 hits, and if it hits, it hits. That's what Farmer needs. Farmer needs to double up on that little tile right away. Get as much of that ore as she can. That really is the only hope, isn't it? I think getting the 2, doubling up on this 8, citying up as fast as possible, I think that's got to be it. Yeah, Koda's getting a little over-focused. I think it's going to be Mao. Mao has always been the strongest this game, so Mao plowed to the 8-10. I don't think he'd do it. I think Mao wants to do Mao's thing. Koda wanting to give Farmer a sheep for a wheat and an ore. Wow. That's a move. Farmer buys a development card. Oh, that could be a very important development card. Depending on what she gets, the setup that she has, I mean, where can we go with that? I mean, a road builder could stretch you out all the way to the 6-5-11. A Year of Plenty could help you out with that city. A Monopoly with the sheep port could be absolutely huge. Tons of options here for Farmer with that development card, but we'll have to see how that plays out. Mao with 6 cards, do they have the settlement? Mao keeps getting rolls here, and absolutely, the settlement drops down. Mao's engine is starting to churn. 9 through 11 online. There's some ore, there's some wheat, there's some brick. And of course, Mao's got the wood. There's the wheat again, 5 rolling out. We've got Nordic cashing in on some of that brick as well. 8 cards though for Nordic, be careful. The 4 rolls out, unfortunate for Coda. Doesn't get the coordinator rope, but does get the brick this time to go with some of that wood that he's had from before. Shin knows what he's doing. Shin says the best money play is buying a dev card first and monoing 1 resource to get the bounty, and that is the Ravi Mono. I think I did put a stipulation though, in order to do that and claim it, you have to be in the lead at that point in the game. So at that point in the game, you have to be either in the lead or tied for the lead, but as long as you monopoly for a single resource card and no more, then you can complete the bounty. Farmer still trying to trade out, actually does get the trade. 1-to-1, brick for sheep. Hey, I think Farmer will take that any day. Farmer's still trying to settle down on that 8-3, and you know what? Nordic is gonna let the plow go. They're not gonna take a detour down to the 8-3. I guess that really doesn't help you build any cities. The 6-5-11, a much better spot, and then of course, building out to the 3-to-1 port. They're gonna have a shot at longest road. They're going to be competing with Mom King, but you know what? If we build out to the 6-5-11, if we build out to the 3-to-1, wrap around the coast, that's a long road network. Nordic actually has a really good shot at that. I think the 3-to-1 ports will play a huge role. Let's see what Mao goes for first. I would assume this 3-to-1 port, and then they've got a fantastic shot at connecting their roads. Now, right now, there is still a shot at going 5-6-11. Yo, Mine! Shout out to Mine. He is in the house. Fluffy's in chat for Mine. His game's coming right up after this. Thank you so much. And remember, all the subs, all the donos, they're all going pretty much straight into the prize pool. Everything that's going into this is from you guys. Coda actually steals from Farmer now. We did have a 7 out there. Nordic Zombie got 7, had to throw 7 away. Coda's now sitting on 8 actually. So we're almost in the let it ride territory. 3 rolls out. That's actually one of our first ones. So wheat and ore finally out on the board. We actually had the 2 pop before the 3, so that 3 is going to be a welcome sight. Mao might actually be able to start popping some Ds. Let's see what we've got. We've got Farmer with 6 cards. Coda is creeping up to 9. That's got to be a settlement, right? If it makes it back to Coda anyway. It's going to be Farmer first and then Nordic. Farmer's options right now. Farmer still trying to trade out. Has to get a wood or maybe a sheep to 2 for 1. Actually, trade deal goes through. Coda gets some wheat. Again, he's not starting on wheat. Wheat is for noobs. And so that trade mutually goes through. And actually, wheat for wood. Trying to make a trade back to back. Are they extending time? That might have been a time extension. So they're going back and forth. Might be some spicy deals. Actually going for the 5-2, dropping a road down. Not settling on the 8-3. Maybe realizing that the ore is the key to the game. We've got the 9s rolling out after the 8. Coda, though, on 11 cards now. One more turn, one more dice roll, and we could have a pop-off turn. But Mao first, 8 cards. And you know what? 8 cards is more than enough to road and settle. I'm a little bit worried. I am a little bit worried for Coda. Mao wants to give wheat for sheep. I hope nobody takes that. I know Farmer's probably considering it. But they actually make some pretty good wheat of their own. They're more interested in the wood, the bricks, some of those other resources. Uh-oh. We've got some plausibilities here for sure. Now, I do think the 5 3-to-1 is going to be their better option. They end up popping a development card first, so down to 5 cards. No plow this turn then. Mao may end up getting longest road and largest army in their win. We'll have to see how that plays out. Could be a fast one. Could be lightning speed. Lightning speed industrial age? Oh boy. Mao the bounty hunter. Coda does survive the 8 rolls. 12 cards in hand. Coda, hopefully a big turn this time. Get that engine rolling. We got the settlement down. 8-10. Fantastic numbers. Great production. Double up on the sheep. That's going to be easy to 4-1. They do have the 3-1 here. And most likely a city on the 9-4-2 in their future. So maybe double coordinated roads. Let's see what happens. What's going on, Dietmar? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the RHBFCTE. Coda trades wood for wheat with Mao. That's a risky trade. I wonder if there's a deal made there. I mean, I still think there's possibilities here to roll right on through. That would be a plow. That would be a cutoff. But he double pops 2 devs for Coda as they pass it along. And Farmer finally gets their first settlement down. That's the 8-3, so doubling up on that sheep with the sheep port. We've got the 3 popping off one more time, and we actually have Farmer getting a piece of that now, so everybody hits on the 3. But that's a couple of ore in hand now, but folks are using all that ore to buy up as many development cards as possible. Coda sitting with 3 development cards in hand. And it's actually Nordic who stretches out the road. Road and settlement on the same turn. Nordic with the 4 settlements down. I'm hoping that last settlement is going to be on the 3-1 to make things easier. Mao reveals a knight after the coordinated 6s are roll. Well, they're only coordinated for a wheat and a brick, but that's so good for Nordic's production. Where does Mao place it now? I would assume that the 6 wheat is still the object of attention here for Mao, but I think Mao might even be considering something like the 10 sheep. Something where it kind of stops Nordic from building out their settlements. It stops Farmer from getting some of that sheep. Not the strongest block in my opinion. The 6 still does quite a bit more. I don't know if they feel like Coda is going to be a very strong contender. But absolutely the 2 could be something. I don't think the 8 sheep is good enough to solo block Coda. I don't think he's quite there just yet. Could it be something like the 4? It seems like a relatively weak block, but it would cramp Coda's ability to build out and maybe cramp Coda's ability to plow out. So maybe it is Coda's wood and brick that they should still be targeting, but of course it's on the 4, so they need to move it. I bet Mao's trying to extort somebody right now.
Whoa.
Whoa. I'm glad I caught that. Alright, I'm out of the chat. That's all I needed to jump in there for. That's all I needed to get into the chat for. I can just imagine Coda. I didn't wake up for this. I didn't wake up to be solo blocked. It's like 6 o'clock where Coda is. So he just woke up for this. Shout out to all the people waking up early. It doesn't stay there long though. Coda does end up rolling the 7, moves it all the way back. It's going to be on the 6. Not even going for Mao. Not even going back for Mao. I'm getting that revenge block. Of course, Nordic is at 4 points. Can you listen to their voice chat? Sure, you can jump into the Discord and then they're in the open fields. Just make sure you're respectful of them and mute yourself, all that. Exclamation mark, Flock Discord, and you can join in. Farmer rolls it out, trying to go 2 for 2. Still wants some more roads, but actually wants the settlement, I would assume. So the settlement there on the 5-2 would be a pretty decent upgrade. Revenge blocks are your favorite. Yeah, we gotta do a hostile Catan tournament. But I still want everyone to be friends afterwards, Oh, the road comes down. Actually going down to the 9. What a curious spot. What do you think of that road there? I mean, now Farmer can't plow to the wood, but I don't think that was a possibility. We would get another settlement down, but we wouldn't have any ports at all. Oh, Dietmar with the Prime Gaming. Thank you so much. Welcome to the flock. Join that Discord. Drop that Fluffy. Let's get Fluffies in chat for Dietmar. Let's check it out. Mao with 10 cards on their turn right now. Mao, let it ride. Just hold on to all your cards. Mao is letting it ride. Mao is letting it ride. They're on 10 cards. Yes, I saw it. Mao's letting it ride. So what that means is Mao with the 10 cards passed on their turn. He has to survive all the way back to their turn without getting 7'd out. Let's go. This is one of those bounties where you do not have to win the game, but if you complete it, it's done. And this also would unlock Let It Ride number 2 for round number 2. Mao's in the lead too. Well, oh, of course the 7. Oh, you hate to see it, but I love the effort. I love the effort. Mao throws away an entire road and almost 3/4 of the settlement. I mean, he really just needed the sheep to do it. Oh, he was so close. Well, I guess he'd only made it 2 rolls through, so I guess he wasn't that close. He was maybe halfway there. He was almost there. Love to see it though. Good effort. Good effort. Unfortunately, you don't win anything for effort. 6 is going to be the block onto the brick. Nordic gets stolen from, who is still on 4 points. Everyone else just on 3, but remember, Coda's got those 3 development cards. Farmers and Mao are the only ones who have played a knight at all. So largest army still up for grabs. Longest road actually still very close. Nordic's 1 road away, and even Mao is 1 road away. So longest road, I think at any time, Mao could rip that longest road at any time. You know what? If Coda draws 4 VPs, so 4 VPs, if you draw 4 VPs, that's another one of those bounties. If you draw 5, you get a bonus for that one. But man, if Coda draws 3, I would just keep popping right now. I would just keep popping. It wouldn't even matter if I won. Pretty good odds right now. He's the only one with development cards. He's waiting for that 1 card mono. He just needs 1 more point to get in the lead and then he can mono. Mao trying to make some deals. Farmer not biting. It's going to pass on to Nordic, who needs that 7. The 7s are hitting today. I don't know about letting it ride. I don't know about letting it ride. Let's see if there's any extortion this time around. None.
I am suffering.
I am jumping in at the best spots. We're getting all these sound bites.
I really wanted to win $10.
I'll trade you a wheat.
Yeah, bounties will be updated after every single game. We're going to cross things off, put down who won them.
There's so much wheat and so much brick in this game.
Feel
Hello.
remember locked me now.
Alright, longest road claim for Nordic, who drops the road down on the 5-6, pointing towards the 12. Right now, she is Inland Empire right now. No ports whatsoever. But other than that, I mean, she could just mount up and get the longest road in a win. So playing maybe for the long game is Nordic. So for, what is it? It's the Engineer of Catan. It's the winner with the longest road. And it's either the first to 15 or the first one to complete the tiebreaker. So if Nordic were to win right now, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the settlement, let's say, she would have the win with 9 roads, and somebody would have to beat that in order to get the Engineer of Catan by the end of the tournament after 3 rounds. 6 hits out again. Nordic's numbers are rolling. It's all wheat and all brick, just like you heard them say. And the 5 hits, and it's all wheat and it's all brick. So much brick in their hand. Could you imagine if Nordic had the brick port? Could you imagine? The 6 and the 5. Farmer on 8 cards. Mao's found their way back to 8 cards as well. Coda's been a little bit quiet, sitting at 7 cards there. 2-1, we get the 5-2 settlement activated, and the 2 hits. Oh, if it hits, it hits. Give me a if it hits in chat for that one. Farmer extending their way all the way out to the 5-2, and wouldn't you know it, it's the first one to roll. We are on our way to get that city up. Real Crate Memer, you just gotta start with one of your settlements on that 9-12. Make sure you familiarize yourself with the rest of the bounties. There are tons of them out there. If it hits, thank you, comms. Coda there looking to give Nordic a sheep for double brick. I think that's fair, you know. Nordic actually made 2 bricks when they rolled that 5. Coda a little bit struggling. Oh, the deal goes through. The deal goes through. 2 for 1. Is this going to be a development card? No, it's just a... was that insurance? I think that was insurance to get Nordic down to 7, but they're already back up to 8 right now. Farmer is absolutely on almost 2 resources. She's actually going for the Maritime Master, starting off on 2 coastal spots, 2 coastal settlements. So she's got a big bounty over her head there. Mao only on 9 cards, can't let it ride again. Let's see if they actually decide to put the settlement down this time around. Coda could let it ride, but I feel like Coda's got to, you know, build up a city or get the rest of that engine going. And then he could always come back. Once you've got the production, that's the secret, by the way. Get that production up, you know, get 10 cards, get 15 cards, get 20 cards. Oh, Mao. Another 2-to-1. Coda has been part of 2 2-to-1 trades in the last round alone. The first city on the board, 9-3-11. Mao decidedly takes a big step in his production. So 3 cards left in their hand, no development cards. Coda now survives this one too, no 7 out. It's the 12 that hits this time. What's Coda going to do on their turn? 11 cards, 3 devs. A lot of possibilities for them. I think they still want to city that up to make use of the wood port, which we haven't seen too often just yet. We know they have at least the brick wheat and then 2 more bricks in hand, I think. Traded in the sheep for 2 bricks. That was the trade with Nordic, so 3 bricks in hand. And it's going to be a year of plenty. Let's see it. I did this one for you. We got the party. Yup. And the plow! Oh my goodness. Actual first plow of the game. I know you can't see it. I'm going to move that real quick. They plowed out on the 411 coastal spot. I did not see that one coming. Big plow all the way along the coast. Confirm it. Lock it in. I was too busy partying with the yacht, but Coda all the way to the wheat port now. Alright, Farmer does drop the city down. 8-10 is online. Everybody's game is starting to pop off. The 9, the settlement down for Nordic. Ooh, we got our first plow. Let's go. First plow of the tournament. Honors go to Coda. And the first plowee, that's going to be Mao. Mao getting the first plow. Oh, that was a good one. That was out of nowhere. Didn't expect that at all. Who did that? Is that Mao? Mao just did that. Mao blocked the 2 ore, drops a settlement down. Okay, the game is speeding up. We've got 5 points on Mao, 5 on Coda, who stole longest road, by the way, at 6 points. Farmer's on 5. Nordic's now back down to 5 as well. We've got ourselves a game. The 9 rolls triple wood. Oh, Mao is happy about that one. 3-to-1 port. That's going to work out pretty good. The 5 wheat. Wow, Mao's production is sky high. But we got 2 wood and 2 brick for Nordic. Nordic's on 10 cards right now. Can they roll it out? Another 9. Those wood numbers. Those wood numbers are going wild right now. 2 more roads here, and they connect. They steal that back. 7 points for Nordic. That drops Coda back down to 3, so maybe taking off some of the heat here. Oh, drop another road. Let's call that 10 roads. Nordic is truly the engineer of this game. If Nordic wins this one, she actually has a fantastic shot of locking up all 15 consecutively. Right now, no wasted roads whatsoever. We are seeing a master road builder right now. Mom King back on 10. Mao back on 10. Is this the round? Is he going to try for it again? Let it ride? Those 7s have been popping, but we hit the 2 9s before this one. If there was a time, this might be it. Mao's on 5 points hard. Only 1 night played, no longest road. Will he hold? Will he hodl? He's thinking about it. I can tell he's thinking about it. Will he plow back for the wheat port? He holds! Mao holds! But it's a 7 right away. It's a 7. We don't even make it past 1 roll. Oh, that is tragedy. It's not meant to be, Mao. What did he throw away? Mao threw away 4 wood and a wheat. You know what? That's like 1-9 roll. That's like 1-9 roll. He's okay. He's okay. He'll be fine. Who else? Coda actually got 7 out. Nordic got 7 out on that one too. So lots of wood and wheat going back into the bank. Nice try though. I appreciate the effort. We got Coda on 6 cards. 2 devs still holding in hand. So I mean, you gotta think VPs or monos at that point. But after a 7, not the best time to use a mono. Let's hope only one of those is a VP. Otherwise, they've got a long way to go. What's the settlement? We can definitely settle up. Oh, he does get it down. 3-to-1 port activated. That's really good for Coda. Coda's economy is starting to go through here. The 8 rolls after the 5. We've got some resources. And actually another 7. It goes back to Mao, and Mao gets 7 out. Roll 7 twice on that turnaround. So I think it's trying to send Mao a message. Mao's hit like 3 7s when he's been trying to get the Let It Ride. He only has 7 cards though. Doesn't have to actually throw any cards away. Blocks the 6 wheat, so blocking Nordic here, slowing Nordic down. Shin, I think that would have been hilarious if he actually had 8 cards and he got 7 out twice in a single turn. That'd be amazing. And you know what? I think as we get to the 3rd round where Let It Ride is up to 20 cards, that could happen. You could lose 10, get 7 out, and then get 7 out again, lose 5 more cards. You'd lose like 15 cards that turn. So Mao wants to give a wood for a sheep. I mean, it's tough to trade with Mao. Mao's at 5. I mean, you look at Nordic, who's at 7, but 2 of those do come from Rona, and she does not have the city up. Really waiting on the 11, but look at who else is sitting on the 11. Mao. So every time the 11 rolls, I don't think Nordic comes out that much farther on top. Also, the wheat is blocked, and we don't have any ports whatsoever. I wonder if Nordic is actually going to build out this way afterwards. Could I explain the extra incentives real quick? Oh, the bounties! Exclamation mark RHBFCTE. Check the bounties. There are little descriptions for each thing that you can accomplish during the game. And if you accomplish those, you basically get prizes. Most of the prizes are money. Actually, almost all the prizes are money, but just in varying amounts. We've got a development card and then a trade, a wood for a sheep to Coda. Mao actually has a development card. Could actually make the march for longest army now. RHBFCTE me, sorry, to get the sheet with all the bounties. I know, I put a whole bunch of letters in there. Farmer rolls it out. It's going to be the 5. Can Farmer do anything on 6 cards? I'm expecting like a city here at some point or something like that. One of these other cities. I don't think... maybe she'll city this one up. Maybe she'll sit that one up. All one word. All one word. There you go. You got it, mine. You got it. I don't know why I did that, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. It's just a whole bunch of letters, but it all makes sense, you know? Farmer trying to go sheep for wheat with somebody. Maybe is trying to get some development cards. You know, I wouldn't mind it if Farmer decided to start popping right now, too. You know, Farmer could actually start getting some devs racing for their own largest army as well. For anyone who bet Farmer for longest road, not even close. Oh, the 3! Big 3. Actually, Mao catches a huge piece of that. And guess what? Mao's back on 10 cards. Mao's back on 10 cards. Nordic's on 10! Nordic passed on 10. Nordic is letting it ride. Nordic survives 1 roll. I just caught that too. Nordic finished at 10 and passed on. Let's see it happen. Mao decides to pop a development card. Not going to let it ride after all. Knowing that Nordic is 1 roll ahead. Mao's given up on the dream. But 2 development cards now. Maybe playing for the win instead? Let's see how it goes. That's just one development card. I feel like Mao's got a little bit more, but if he wants to drop roads, I mean, he's going to have to go all the way around, and I'm not sure that longest road is in their future. So instead, trading 3 to 1, pops a second one. 3 development cards in Mao's hand. They are the development card leader right now, and probably best to get it. No? That's a good question. So Farmer asked, does Let It Ride count if it gets monoed away? The short answer is, you know what? I would say yes, because you made it all the... No, it did say make it back all the way around, right? I'll have to double check. Actually, can I cut away real quick? I'm going to cut away real quick. Where's my bounties? Bounty tracker. What did I say originally? Let It Ride. 10 plus cards at the end of the turn, does not 7 out for 1 full orbit. You know what? The way it's written, yes, it does count. You just have to not 7 out on your orbit all the way around. I think that counts, even if you get mono. The settlement comes down for Coda on the 11 wheat port. Not bad. Actually, we've got Harbor Master locked in. 3 ports for Coda if they can win the game. So we've got Wheatus for noobs. We've got Harbor Master. We've got an extra plow in there for good measure. If it says no 7, no matter what, make it an orbit, yeah? Could you trade 5 for 1? I mean, I suppose you could. Is that how we're here? I mean, I guess. Wait, Nordic made it! Nordic survived all the way through. Alright, that means... We got it! The Let It Ride. Legit. We got it. Congratulations, Nordic Zone. We got the Let It Ride number 1 complete. Sorry, Mao. Mao tried twice. You had your chances. It's Nordic all day, who now gets to use up all those cards, by the way, for a massive turn. Are we actually... We're at 12 road segments now. No possibilities to get that plowed out. Holds on to the 6th spot there. Nordic still with 5 cards. Extending their road with a development card. They're on 7 points, potentially 8. Nordic, the engineer, and the one that lets it ride. First bounty claimed of the day of the tournament. I didn't expect that one. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be Mao with 3 cards showing. Are they going to use any of them? They could try to move it from the 6, but I think they like where it's at right now because Nordic is still trying for cities. And he doesn't want to block his own 11, let's be honest. He won't do that. Would he? Mao? Not sure. Yeah, we did have the city on the 5-2 because the 6 keeps getting blocked, but you know what? If Farmer's going to win, it's going to be because of that too. Oh, look at Farmer's counter trade. Sheep for 2 roads. She's got to find another space to build, but really I think the only other space might be this this other sheep spot. Let's see what Mao decides to do. Mao is really looking for trades. Coda will give an ore for 2 brick, and that actually goes through. So Coda is trading away all of their 3 ore to get more bricks. Where are they going? 11-12. Road settle on the 8. Stretch it out all the way. Let's see where Coda goes on their turn. They've got 9 right now. 2 development cards. Could be 2 points still. Coda has held on to those cards the entire game. Mao drops another card. They're up to 4 development cards right now. Yeah, Coda has no more settlements either, but I feel like he's trying to get out there. But not really sure why they're trading away all their ore when they need that city up so much. They've got 11 cards right now. Please don't let it ride. It's already been claimed. Do not let it ride. Oh my god, Coda. By the way, you can only claim the bounty once it's been claimed. Wow, we get another city. Farmer is doubled up on the 2 all the way. We need that 2 to pop. We need that 2 for Farmer. 15 only unlocks by round 2, actually. It unlocks in round 2. T-Mart dislikes that city even more than the first one. Hey, they're going for... Oh, we've got a mono! Nordic is getting all the big pulls. Yes, I put a party hat on every single scene. And confetti. We get the mono for sheep. Nordic steals 7 of them. 7 sheep being stolen. Can Nordic get that city up, and where's it going? Where is that city going? Maybe 6, 5, 11, hoping for those 11s to roll. Then we get a settlement down, double up on the wheat. What is the play? All right, I gotta fix this balloon wall. It's falling. It's driving me nuts. There's so much tape on the wall. 4-to-1 trades only, by the way. 4-to-1 trades only. They get a wheat and a sheep. Or a wheat and an ore. Needs that city. Is there a bounty for no cities? No, but there is one for the TSS special. Wow! One more road to stretch it all out, but no city! They actually hold on to the wheat and the ore. Road is at 13. 13 segments. Nordic still needs to win the game, though. You really do need to win the game to get that longest road locked in. I can tell you what, though. Nobody's going to steal that. Oh, Mao reveals night number 2. One more would make that largest army. Could they have 2 more points in there? Is Mao 1 city away from winning? Are they 1 settlement away from winning? Mao could be very close. And what would Mao win? Mao would have the industrial age starting off with 3 resources without ore, wheat, and sheep. That's not ore, wheat, and sheep. They would have, well, that would be about it. I think. If they get largest army, they would have the largest army for now, but it'd probably be only at 3 or 4. The 10 sheep is going to be the block from Mao. What a spot. It is, like I said, the only sheep. We pointed it out earlier. Only sheep for Nordic, but again, 2 sheep for Farmer, so kind of a bit of a double block. Mao has looked good the entire game. We knew that Mao had a strong setup. 6, 4, 11, 5, 9, 10. The best numbers on the board anyway. But what's the play? They pass it along. It's Coda, but Coda gets 7 out this time. It is truly unlucky. Truly, truly unlucky. Going down to 5 cards, they had wood, triple brick, and a wheat in there. I think they would have, had... Oh, the 4 actually hits. That is coordinated roads. And man, you'd think that with the coordinated 4s, they would have had a shot. Coda passes on that one too, somehow. And they threw away 2 and 2. What's up with Coda? Oh, F's for Coda. I do have to jump in the chat for this. No extortion, no robs. Largest
You guys, I've been talking this entire time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm muted.
Oh no.
Oh, that is so tragic.
But I'm not the block.
Farmer's been talking to herself the entire time. Largest army definitely goes over to Mao, who has 2 more development cards in hand. The 7 is rolled out after moving the robber onto the 6, so it's got to go somewhere else. Mao's in a really good spot to win this game right now. It goes back onto the 10 sheep. Farmer's saying, I'm not the block. I have no dev cards. I am on 7 though, and that's all of production, but it's all centered around this 2. Could you imagine back-to-back 2s and then it gets to Farmer? I don't know. That would be a lot. But the 2s have already rolled enough. The 2s have already rolled enough. Mao steals, and that puts them at 8 cards now. They are building their way back around. Drops 2 roads. The 11-12 open now. The 2! If it hits! That hits for Coda too. Coda gets a piece of that 1 ore. Farmer just needs to hang on. Maybe needs the 6 or the 5 to hit. Maybe we'll drop another city down. We get the settlement out. Maybe needs a VP. Farmer's still a ways away, but the 2 will definitely help. If Farmer hits the 8 feels nice too. We get the 6. That's a city in hand plus some. And it's Farmer's turn with 9 cards. The city drops down. That's 4 cities right off the top. And the 8 hits right away. Farmer is rolling now. But the 9 follows up afterwards. And it is Mao with 8 cards now. Nordic passed really quickly on their turn. Nordic needs to get that city up still. They definitely need to trade some 4-to-1s. Mao goes 3-to-1 with the bank. Could this be the pop for the win? We're looking at it. We could see Mao potentially start buying some more development cards, or maybe just dropping that settlement down. It's the settlement, and we have our first winner of the RHBFCTE Maum King. 10 points. Farmer at 8, just as she was getting going. Nordic at 7 with that amazing road. And then Coda finishing up with 5th. Congratulations, Mom King. Actually picking up 2 VPs on that game. GG's, well played. Let's jump in there. Let's talk to them real quick.
That was brutal.
GG,
that was
everyone.
fun,
GG. That was a fun one to watch. Mao letting it ride twice. Nordic, you did complete it, though. You did let it ride.
Yeah.
So
give me my bounty.
Also,
We
I
got
was
that
letting
now.
it ride the second time
I saw that.
for I thought the 15 would open up on my second turn.
Right. It does. 15 does open up in round 2, so you have to wait for that one. But man,
Got
you were close too, because you had We Just for Noobs, you had Harbor Master, you were super close.
Yeah, I was just bounty hunting, and
You got a few.
then my I didn't think I would get blocked on my first 2 settlement spots.
You know, I didn't think you'd get blocked either. But yeah, Farmer ended up going for those. I mean, she started to pick up at the end. Farmer was hitting that too, and then 4 cities
I know.
Everyone thought you should have gone devs though. Everyone was like, Farmer needs to pop.
I know. I just. Yeah, I should have. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I was just too excited to get all the cities up. It just felt nice.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for playing. Hope you all had fun. We're gonna get on with game number 2. Thanks a lot, guys.
So much fun. Bye.
GG's, bye.